Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of voice chat, and even though it will eventually come to League of Legends, I'm not necessarily sure I'd even use it. I don't think I want to use it. The only good thing about voice chat coming to League of Legends, in my opinion, would be that people would finally stop using Skype, because that sucker is probably the only thing that dies more than your bottom lane. I wonder if they even know what the number 5 is at this point, because I'm pretty sure when they ask for the call quality, when the call abruptly cuts out in the middle of an important part, no one presses 5 stars anymore. They need to do like Twitter and change those things to hearts so that they can at least feel a little bit of love when people press 1. But that's the thing. Voice chat isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. I don't think it's like a terrible idea. I just don't think it's the end-all solution to toxicity that some people think it would be in League. Now, yes, some pros involve the fact you would be able to communicate with your team that much faster, and so if you're like duoing in the bot lane and it's not a friend of yours and it's just 2 solo players playing in the bot lane, you can communicate with them a bit better. When support goes in, the AD carry knows that the support's going in, vice versa. It could help out. If you can't ping something because maybe you're in the middle of like a dance, what I call a dance is pretty much when 2 champions are pretty much close enough to like trade, but the trading hasn't quite started yet. One person's not ready to pull the trigger. And if you see like the enemy jungler in like the bottom area, instead of taking the time to try and ping it during that dance, you could be like, hey, on the mic, guess what? I saw like Lee Sin down there. You guys need to be careful. You're up a bit too far. They're coming. So yes, there are pros to voice chat in like a game like League of Legends. But in the past, in games like Call of Duty, GTA Online, even Overwatch for that matter, I've just seen a lot of toxicity, and if anything, it's empowered a bit more because it can roll off the tongue a bit faster while the person doesn't have to stop doing what they're doing. Like for me, if you want to be toxic to me, but you want to stop moving your character long enough to be toxic, and then your character gets like blown away or something, the toxicity part still sucks, but I got to watch you get blown up for trying to be a mean person. That's satisfying to me. Now granted, of course, one of the biggest things I wonder, it's not really a con, but just like a question mark, how exactly would you report somebody if they were toxic vocally versus if they're toxic in the chat? Because if they're toxic in the chat, you can report them, and then they could see that there's toxicity in the chat, and then of course nothing will happen because reporting in League of Legends is a joke, but still, at least you could report it and there was evidence there. I don't know how they collect evidence vocally, but based off other past games, that's why I'm not necessarily too on the hype train about voice chat coming to League, because I don't really see it as something I would personally use, something I've liked in the past, and something that would be great in the future. But I want to open the door for people who have had good experiences with voice chat to be like, hey, I hear your video, I see your points, but actually this is why I think voice chat would be fantastic for League, or this is my experiences in past games with voice chat and they were actually good, and that's why I think it would be something that would be good for League, etc, etc. So feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, primarily commenting since I started a discussion about voice chat in League of Legends and then in other games. But that's all for this video. So thank you so much if you did watch this far. I don't know which video will be next because life is full of a lot of kinks. So until next time, take care. GG, get jinxed.